Boom, headshot. Welcome back to the Shacknews Awards. We're giving out all sorts of awards to games, game companies, people in gaming, people in technology. And we have some very specific awards that we give out every year, as our website's DNA rests in the FPS genre, as we started as a Quake fan site. We appreciate the little details that you see in first-person shooters, like a headshot. So each year, we give out an award for the best headshot of the year. To be eligible, you kind of have to be a shooting game. It can be third person, it could be first person, but you have to be a shooting game, and it has to be fun. It should be interesting. Headshot, the way I describe this to people is if you've played the Gears of War franchise and you've hit a headshot with the sniper rifle, that's what we're looking for here. That nice pop, a decent amount of blood, and a feeling of, hey, I'm good at video games when it happens. Big minus points for if it takes more than one shot to kill someone when you shoot them in the head. So, in case you're wondering why some games, Indiana Jones, are not in this category, that's why. So yeah, I'm going to go through the nominees, then we'll chat about them, then we'll vote, and then we will declare a winner. Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Stalker 2, and last but not least, I Am Your Beast. I rhymed. How about that? So yeah. Greg, you're the patron saint of Warhammer on the site in general, and 40K with all of your models that you paint and your understanding of the lore.
The understanding of the world. What's happening.
Yeah, it's a complicated thing, man. There's a lot of books and games and
very political.
Spin-offs.
Like it's very interesting the way the hierarchy works in that world. Very weird.
Yeah, and there's like different races, obviously. But yeah, Warhammer 40K is not just the headshot, but like there's a lot of good violence in this game.
Yeah, and it's all, and most of the good violence is alien on human violence. So like it's mythological creatures getting killed by Marines. You can kill Marines in multiplayer, but it's not nearly as gory as the NPCs, which is something I like in a game. But you kill Tyranids by the boatloads here, and there's some really gratifying headshots. If you do a counter at a perfect move, you can do what's called an execution, where you take your sidearm and you get to blow off the head of whatever just attacked you, usually an alien. And you get that satisfying pop that you do with a headshot. The head explodes, and then there's that comical amount of blood, and sometimes the model will like move around for a few seconds before falling over. And doing
like
that repeatedly. Yeah, like Mortal Kombat, like OG Mortal Kombat, there's like 9 rib cages and like way too much blood, like that kind of stuff. It was very gratifying headshots that you can do multiple ways, either with execution or just, with your bolt rifle, bolt pistol, whatever you're using.
Skill shot.
Yeah.
And Greg, with the execution, it's not just a visual feast. You actually get rewarded, don't you, from doing that through armor? So you're kind of encouraged to have this loop where you do an execution and you get
kind of like the glory kill.
Yeah.
Like it's different though. Than an execution is when they glow red, but like if you counter at a certain time, you'll get the headshot option where you pull out and hit them. And sometimes it doesn't one shot them, but most of the time it does, depending on your loadout. And that's when you really see the head pop and the purple blood spray all over the place and the body wander around. It's like hilarious. There's a reason people love this game. You played the 40K VR. It's the same thing in this game. Brother, look out, brother.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that sounds like a very worthy nominee, Greg. And yeah, I love the gore in that game. It's there's just blood everywhere, and that game's got a lot of gears in it, man. It's got a lot of
It's got a lot of gears. It feels like a game made in 2008, 7.
Yeah.
And in a good way.
Not in a bad way. Awesome. The COD Blops 6 headshot. Why is this here?
Who nominated it?
I think it might have been Donovan and I that nominated that one. Obviously with Call of Duty, not every headshot is an instant kill, but You do get instant kills, especially if you're using a marksman rifle or
Yeah.
a sniper rifle
Yeah.
or any weapon that does enough damage. Obviously, with automatic weapons, Greg, you've got to land like 2.3 headshots or something to get a kill. But man, the headshots when sniping, just the sound effects, the feedback that you get, it is really good. I don't know if it's a winner chicken dinner this year, but it definitely. I snipe in Black Ops 6 because of the headshot. And that is something because it takes me a long time to get good at a game when it's sniping. But the headshot is something that is satisfying to chase in that game. I will say that. Satisfying to chase, gives you that wonderful feedback. The kill feed gives you the little skull to let you know that you hit him in the head. And
you
et cetera,
get the
et
head
cetera.
notification. Multiplayer. Yeah.
It's
does
not
the head
bad. It's not
explode?
bad.
Like, or do you
No.
just fall
Zombies,
down?
maybe. I don't know.
But in multiplayer,
In multiplayer, it
No,
doesn't.
no.
It just gives you a little bit of blood, and then they just die. There's no explosion. Yeah.
But there's something really fun about like knowing your lanes and knowing where someone's gonna pop up and just having like the height just nailed down and they poke their head out and it's just instant. Like it's really satisfying to hit.
Okay, so you're that guy that made me not want to play COD.
But
for
the
last 2
AWP
decades.
kills you no matter
Absolutely.
where, in one shot, no matter where you hit them. I've been hitting the foot and I just die. I'm like, oh, that's fun.
With what? Sorry.
I just love spawning and getting sniped in the head in COD. There's nothing better than that.
Oh, it's yeah. Especially I
You walk
Greg, I
2
think I'm
feet.
like your
Bam.
wife in that I played Nuketown, and then there's that apartment that I can't remember. It's just literally an apartment, like a safe house apartment or something
I've
like
never
that.
played that level on my domination rotation.
It
so
is
that's weird.
I played it for like 20 hours straight.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm the guy that just like sits there and like looks down a hallway and just waits for someone to like poke their head in the hallway, and that's it.
Yeah, that's never been my bag. I don't.
I
like
get teabagged a lot because I make people very upset.
Yeah, you made me not want to. It's probably your fault that I don't like COD. It's players like
possible.
you, Bill. In case you're wondering, and
Yeah.
also, yeah, like I don't find the headshot to be that rewarding, just viscerally. Which, like I said,
Gameplay wise,
people
it
at
is,
home
but no, visually, no.
no,
But like
visually,
gameplay wise, it is.
the
Yeah.
pop that you get in Gears when you get a sniper headshot, the pop
Yeah.
and the feeling and the trace of the bullet, like all of that is what I'm talking about here. And I don't deny that like it feels rewarding to get, but that visceral part of it is not really there. Stalker 2, Bill, what about this headshot?
There's a lot about this headshot. Once I'm done, Sam's going to try to explain why he doesn't love it as much as I do, but I think that the game just thinks that he's in Australia. Stalker
Wow.
2 puts you in a position where you actually have to know what you're doing to get the headshot. It's not just any gun against any enemy and you get a headshot kill. Obviously, there's monsters. They don't necessarily die with a pistol headshot, of course, or even with any headshot. They might take a lot more damage. If you're using the right weapon and the right ammunition, you can absolutely down a person with a headshot. If you're using the wrong ammunition, even at the wrong range, or you're using the wrong attachments, they may have a helmet that deflects the bullet. It does happen, but I will defend that because that even happens in DayZ. Helmets do protect. Weak bullets sometimes don't kill with headshots. But I was actually struggling a little bit, and I was almost on Sam's side because I know he was like, I don't know about the headshot. Then I realized, oh, well, I'm using a pistol that doesn't have very good range and I'm using the wrong ammunition, and that's the problem. And then when I sorted that out and started adjusting my play style with range and with using the correct ammunition, I started getting those really satisfying headshots. They sound really great. TJ, I'm sure I'll let him chime in too, and Sam, I guess. But the thing I like the most is that when you hit the head on a person, the bottom of like everything below their head crumbles. So it's almost like just a sack of potatoes where it's just like because there's nothing there. Like you've basically hit the off switch, and it's very satisfying to see. And you get into gunfights, and the headshots are so important that you're actually like gunning for them, even with an automatic weapon. Like you're trying to adjust your aim mid fire just to try to hit the head because you know that that's going to be the off switch.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yes. And like when you hit that shot with a good weapon, like my current go-to equipment right now is the SVDM sniper rifle. And then I have the game's equivalent of a G36. In both of those cases, as far as I know, when you hit the head perfectly on a good shot, you will hear just like what sounds like a watermelon full of bones just crumpling. And it's a pretty visceral sound. Like, it's a pretty strong indicator that you hit that perfect shot. And I remember sharing a screenshot with Bill of an occasion where I was just minding my own business, hunting relics, and these people accosted me, and I put one right between the eyes of this guy. And the only reason I knew was because I wandered over to him after the action was done, and I see just like the perfectly drilled hole in the center of his head.
Nice.
And
So you do get that feedback. I forgot that, the visual feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a combo, right? It's making the gameplay moment feel good, having the audio right, and then giving you that visceral video or at least visual feel. I think all three of those things combine to make a good headshot.
And headshots matter so much in Stalker 2 because every second you spend in combat is the risk of taking a stray bullet and having to use a bandage for it. And it could be the difference between having to fire 10 bullets at a guy and firing one and not having to worry about it anymore. And in a game like this where it's hard and survival is so important, being able to save those resources is so big.
Awesome. Our last nominee, I think Donovan's the one who reviewed it, but we were talking about another category earlier in the deliberations. I Am Your Beast is just this very stylized kind of cell shady looking FPS single player game. The headshots in this game may not be the most violent looking, but the way that they use the art style, and there's just like this red like kind of cloud that comes out of people. I think that's kind of an interesting take on the headshot.
I'm pretty sure the head explodes. Because I haven't had an opportunity to play it myself yet, but from what I've seen in some gameplay clips, it looks as though the head actually explodes with a spray of blood, and then the torso, it just falls to the ground, and it looks to be quite fast, which is the shtick of the game. Move quickly through these areas. So as you're moving through, bap, 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 heads blowing up. And yeah, like you said, it's that cell shaded look. So if anyone was a fan of the game called 13, where it's very stylized and it sort of is quite dramatic with its presentation of the kills. It's I think it's got a little bit of a slowdown as well when you get
the bullet time. The bullet time aspect of the headshot is what I think is interesting in this game, because like that's what I was probably seeing in gameplay was like that bullet time moment when you see a headshot and it like you see the blood like slowly spurt out of the top of the head. That is very visceral, even though it's not realistic. I think it's kind of the key with this headshot. But nice. I don't know. You guys want to vote? What do you say?
Do.
Okay. Welcome, Steve. Sorry, I saw you jump in here.
Oh no, it's okay.
But yeah.
No problem.
But yeah, welcome. We are trucking along here. Let's see. Well, since I have you here, Steve, you want to kick this one off?
Yeah. You know what else? Start. Where is it? I just want to make sure I get the name of the game right. What is it? I Am Your Beast? Is that the name of the game?
Yeah.
Sorry, I Am Your Beast. That's what I'm gonna go with. Sorry, I always add or take away one word in that title.
Yeah, like sometimes I call it I Am Beast. But yeah, it's I Am Your Beast for sure. David.
Space Marine 2.
Yeah. Donovan is not here, but let me get his vote real quick. Oh, he's voting for Stalker 2. Danny.
You know what? I'm gonna give Stalker 2 some love.
Greg.
40K.
TJ.
Hey, Stalker.
Stalker 2?
Yep.
Okay. Let me go get Ozzy's vote here too. Well, Ozzy voted for Space Marine. Bill.
I'm too far down the rabbit hole now. I'm going to vote for Stalker 2.
Sam.
I only have a couple things. I need to be in control of the headshot when I deliver it, and I need my bullets to make the head pop.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be I Am Your Beast.
Okay. I mean, the head pops off in Warhammer.
Yeah, but I'm not in control of that in the execution.
Oh.
It's not me aiming and
Got
proving
it.
my
You
pro
want
skills.
okay.
I need to
okay.
be able to click the pixel.
I see what you're
Not that you can't also get that, but the gratification of the execution, I feel,
okay.
is better in I Am Your Beast than it is. Do it.
I can do something pretty fun here. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm like I'm looking at the votes and I'm like,
It's written all
one,
over your face, mate.
2, 3. And then there's another game where I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's 2 votes for I Am Your Beast.
Everything you're doing is bad.
No, it's not. I'm not. What I'm doing is good, Greg. You should be happy because I'm voting for 40K, and that is causing a tie, which means Steve and Sam have to pick again, and you can't pick I Am Your Beast. You have to pick between Stalker 2 and Warhammer 40K.
40K.
And I fear that this may end up in another tie.
Oh, wow. 2-way tie. We did it.
No. Well, we know what happens in the event of a tie. We had one yesterday. Steve.
Stalker 2.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Greg.
That's okay.
Yeah, so Steve went with Stalker 2. Sam
is the deciding factor.
You want to even make this even funnier?
I was going to vote for 40K. Sorry, it's got to be 40K. I just can't. I can't have just a sniper rifle be the only way to get a good headshot. And it drives me nuts that it takes 5 AP rounds from my automatic rifle to get a headshot on a helmeted foe in Stalker 2.
But you're using the wrong ammo.
No, it's armor piercing, mate. AP, armor piercing. It's to pierce the armor. I don't know what you want
I can't teach Sam to be good at Stalker. I've tried.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Okay.
The shots.
My vote. Shut up.
You know what? Order.
Catching stray bullets now, not headshots. Jeez.
Hey, look, it's fine, man. It didn't hit me in the head. Even if it did, it wouldn't have done anything.
Order. Thank you. So there's a tie still.
In the event of a tie.
Because now I have to do my Nancy Pelosi thing and vote for the tiebreaker. It shouldn't surprise anyone. I'm gonna stick with the vote I originally had. I like the headshot in Warhammer more than any of these other games. So I'm gonna go with 40K Space Marine 2. So hey, that's Saber.
Saber
right?
Interactive.
Saber Interactive.
Yep.
Hey Saber, congratulations! You won a Shacknews Award for the best headshot of the year 2024. How about that?